Hey everyone, yay! I'm back so soon because I've got so much to tell you. Now, I want to talk about, so I saw my mom last night on Halloween and we were talking about some stuff and I told her something and she said, well, why isn't that on the news? And I was like, huh, exactly, exactly, exactly. So I have one, two, three, four, five, six, a bunch of news things I'm gonna tell you. And if you didn't hear about it on the news, let me know. I'm your news now. Okay, first news headline. Well, first, I just want to preface it with human trafficking in America is among the worst in the world. And that's 100% true. This is an older article from June of 2019, but it's just the beginning to highlight what I'm about to tell you. Because people think human trafficking is a third world country problem, but it's definitely not. And I keep telling you this, but nobody cares. So, October 27th, just a few days ago, 179 arrested in Ohio. Anti-human trafficking sting. Operation Autumn Hope. The Ohio Attorney General's office on Monday announced the completion of a campaign against human trafficking called Operation Autumn Hope that resulted in 179 arrests and 109 victims rescued. This is why this matters. 109 minor children, 109 of your kids. Imagine your kids being sold for sex. Ah! Right? This was fucking 4 days ago. 179 people arrested and 109 victims rescued. 109 children that were being sold for sex rescued. This is why human trafficking matters. Okay? This is why. And why wasn't this? Did you hear about this on the news? No, all you heard was 7 new cases, 2 new deaths, 100 new cases, 1 new death. And guess what? Those deaths were 100-year-olds. Next one. I'm putting all the links below this video, so please feel free to fact check me if you need to. Next one. TCSO arrests 11 in undercover operation targeting human and sex trafficking. This was from October 23rd, 2020. Arrested 11 suspects. Yeah. So there's another one. And this was in Coweta? I don't know where that is. This is from the Lagrange Daily News. Anyways, moving on. Several people charged. This is from CTV. Several people charged in major human trafficking bust with ties to Sudbury. The Ontario Police, working with 12 other police services in the province, have broken up a commercial sex trade organization with ties to Sudbury, among other Ontario cities. In all, 7 people are facing 32 charges as part of the operation. So, yeah. During the search warrants, police restrained 4 properties and 4 vehicles. The victims were all provided support through victim services agencies. I do not trust those agencies. Just kidding. But yeah, so that's a bunch more arrests in Ontario. This is just a political insider. I don't need to read that one, actually. It's an opinion piece, and we're not here for opinions. We're here for facts. This one is September 23rd, so a month ago-ish. Georgia, prostitution bust. Human trafficking victims rescued. 18 arrested. A prostitution sting in Coweta County led to over a dozen people being placed behind bars. Oh, this might be a repeat of the one I said before. Since October of 2019, these stings by Coweta County Sheriff's Office have led to the arrests of 71 people for a variety of crimes. The Sheriff's Office says victims of human trafficking are provided with a number of resources. And you know where those resources are coming from? Donald Trump. He allocated millions, billions of dollars to the human trafficking victims. Thank goodness. This one is from September 1st, 2020. 25 more endangered children located as sex trafficking busts continue in 2 states. Days after the U.S. Marshals Service announced the rescue of 39 endangered children in Georgia, similar operations are ongoing in 2 other states as authorities target missing kids who may be victims of sex trafficking. In Ohio, Operation Safety Net led to the discovery of 25 children ages 13 to 18 in less than 3 weeks. Ages 13 to 18. Too young to be trafficked for sex. Next one. Oh, that's the same one. And this is, I think, the last one. No, what's this one? What's the same one? 114 arrests, 800 charges laid in province-wide gun, gang, drugs, and human trafficking probe. This was October 29th, 2020, in Toronto, Ontario. Toronto police, along with several other police services in Ontario, say they have successfully dismantled a criminal street gang and arrested over 114 people who are facing roughly 800 charges in a province-wide gun, gang, drugs, and human trafficking investigation. Project Sunder started in September 2019 when Toronto police began an investigation into an alleged local criminal street gang known as Eglinton West Crips. Early on, our intelligence led us to believe that members of the Eglinton West Crips and their associates were allegedly involved in numerous violent incidents that have plagued our communities over the past 3 years, says Deputy Chief Myron Demkew during a press conference on Thursday. Demkew said the violent incidents include murders, attempted murders, shootings, and drug and human trafficking. We also allege that the Eglinton West Crips were involved in extensive gun and drug trafficking networks spanned across the province of Ontario. These networks are alleged to have trafficked large quantities of narcotics, specifically cocaine and fentanyl, which kills, to many communities outside the Greater Toronto Area, as far away as Thunder Bay. The year-long probe involved 141 search warrants. As a result, several items were seized, including 31 firearms with four overcapacity magazines, 7 kilograms of cocaine, 2 kilograms of fentanyl, 2 kilograms of crystal meth, and over $300,000 in cash. The total street value of the drugs seized is $1.5 million, while the firearms total street value is $115,000. Arrests have been made in 15 different cities, and once the project is over, it's anticipated that more than 114 people will face roughly 800 charges. Blah, blah. Yeah. So, yeah. It's in the US. It's in Canada. It's brutal. It's happening, and it needs to stop. And on top of all of this, I was just researching this morning, and then I came across a new Justin Trudeau headline that Justin Trudeau wants to bring in over 1.2 million immigrants to Canada for a labor demand. What labor demand? We have millions, I don't know how many. We have the highest unemployment rate in the G7 right now. If you don't know what the G7 is, the G7 is like this, like, I'm dumb, but like it's like a group of countries that are like first world thriving countries. We have the highest unemployment rate in the G7. So why are we bringing in people from other countries to do the jobs that we don't have? Like, stop. Canadians first, you know? Canadians first. I love immigrants. I have so many friends that are from different countries, and I love them so much. But at what point do we have to say, hey, let's take care of who we have now? I know a bunch of immigrants that are out of work. Filipino and Filipinas, they can't get a job because nobody's hiring right now because COVID has shut everything fucking down. So why do we need to bring in more people? It's sickening. Justin Trudeau is trying to ruin Canada, and I'm done. I'm done with it. I am sorry that I'm political now, but this matters to me, and it should to you too. So keep up with the Koopa-Cast, and we'll see you next time.